certified holistic nutritionist. I'm also a spiritual healer as a Reiki master and a relationship coach. I'm excited that you are on here with me. This review is episode 4 of season 2 of MILF Manor. Okay, as you can see, this is such a fun show. So I wanted to talk not just about what's going on in the show, but what is going on in the show and how I can help with different components. Okay, so as you will see, this is just a really fun challenge that they're doing right here, and the women are just beautiful. The men are so amazing. And if you are someone who's looking for love and age has nothing to do with it, you're just trying to find relationships that are, I'm going to fast forward this, the relationships where you feel compatible, then this is for you. Okay. So we are going to move forward on here because I will have to say there is this beautiful couple, and I really recommend you all following Anthony and Lynette. Ooh, Anthony and Lynette. I'm not really too sure what's going on right here. Oh, I went too fast. Okay, Anthony and Lynette. They are absolutely incredible. Anthony is a oh, this is so sweet. Okay, Anthony owns like an incredible restaurant. Oh, let me turn this out. Oh, and Darren, he's lovely too. You have to follow Darren. He owns an incredible restaurant, and him and Lynette have the sweetest interactions with each other that's so loving and genuine on their first date. So I'm going to be talking about ways to really just make your first date where you actually feel like you connect with that person. Okay. This is kind of funny. This is Joey here, and that's his dad, Anthony. I talk about them a lot because they crack me up, actually. They crack me up. Okay, so these are 5 different ways to connect during your first date. And I've written a couple books. This is called Divinely Inspired Action, Reprogramming Your Subconscious Mind for a Great Purpose. And then a lot of you all know too that I own a probiotic company called Kefir Complete, and I do all things coaching. So if you are interested in getting VIP coaching, go ahead and drop your information on the link below or get in touch with me. And I only do very few VIP clients. So let me know as soon as possible so I can set up a discovery call with you to see if this is if we're a good match. Okay. Okay. You got to love this. Oh my gosh, it just cracks me up. I just love it. Okay, so, number 1, so engage in listening, okay? So when you listen to your partner, like really listen, not to listen to think, oh, when can I get my word in? And that I have found has been one of the hardest things for my clients to do, is really just listening to their partner and really just absorbing what they have to say. Okay, so slow, genuine interest. Okay, listen attentively what your date is saying. And I have to throw this out there, like, do not be on your phone. I know some of you are like, okay, that's 101. You would be surprised how many are like, no, I can listen to you and be on my phone. I'm like, do not do that on a first date. Well, actually, don't do it on any date. Actually, don't even ever do it when you're in conversation. Just make it a habit to put your attention on one thing or the other, okay? And ask follow-up questions. So follow-up questions just shows the level of your interest. And it also, like, when you have a follow-up question to whatever the person is talking about, it just really shows that you really care. So demonstrates your interest by asking a follow-up question. And I put it actually gives you a deeper dive into what they shared, and it shows that you are just generally interested in him. Okay. So number 2, sharing your personal story. So not let it just be about him. This is something that I was always having an issue with on dates, is I would always, ask them questions. Of course, I do interviews with my Holistic Institute of Global Experts, and it felt like I could feel like it almost just felt like an interview. And a lot of men don't seem to ask very many questions. So I try to kind of offer just information about myself, but you'll notice if they're really into you or not into you. Okay. So being open and authentic about what you share, and then because that way it balances the conversation. Nothing is more frustrating when you leave a date as a woman and the guy doesn't even ask one question, or you share something about yourself and they literally don't even ask a question. So I just encourage you all, you men, it's just a simple thing that you can do, and it can just be like, oh, where'd you grow up? Or like I'm a chef, I've owned 4 restaurants. Most people, when I date them, they know that. And I'm thinking, why can't you just ask me, like, I mean, anything, where were your restaurants, or would you like to cook, or what's your favorite, food is always just a good one too. Okay. So as we move on to MILF Manor, you can see that you have, Joey and Anthony over here, and then everyone ends up going into picking their dates. So since Anthony won, he could pick a date. So I believe that's how it is. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So number 3 is find common interests. Okay. So you all look how cute they are. I can't even handle it. Okay. I cannot. They are so kind to each other, and it's so lighthearted. Like, this is the epitome of like what a first date should look like. Okay. So there's a common interest, so discuss hobbies and passions. Talk about your hobbies, favorite activities, and interests, finding common ground. Okay. And then exploring new interests together. So this is really fun because I love that Anthony took the lead. He's obviously a chef, owns restaurants, and I love that Lynette was up for it and she dressed up really pretty, and he's just such a gentleman. He's such a gentleman, and it's so refreshing and beautiful to see, like, this is the guy that will like open up your door without you having to prompt him. This is the guy that will fill your glass of wine. And so he's the kind of man that makes it easy for someone like me, who's more of a traditional person who dates, to connect with, because the way that I do my synergy is I would probably make dinner next time and we do a picnic on the beach during sunset. Like, that's typically how I roll. So if you all want any more tricks and tips on that, get in touch with me. I also have a VIP relationship coaching program. Okay. Explore new interests together. Okay. And then number 4, use positive body language. Okay. And you'll see here how cute it is. You can tell that they both like each other. Like, I don't even have to have the volume on. Like, they're just like really cute. He like puts her apron on, and she's like laughing, and it's just very, very sweet. Okay. So use positive body language. All right. So maintain open posture, keep an open, relaxed posture. Don't have your arms like this. Like, you can tell, like, they're just very open. They're just very, very open. Okay. And then the other one is like smiling and making eye contact. Eye contact and smiling just really lightens the mood. Okay. So smiling and making eye contact can create a warm and inviting atmosphere, making both feel connected. All right. And then the final one, number 5, is just being present and mindful. So avoid distractions, put away your phone. You all put away your phone. They might not say it because it's on their first date. I know that women don't like phones, but let me tell you something. Men do not like the phone. Okay. Like, when you're on a date with them, just respect them to that level and keep your phone off. All right. And stay in the moment. Focus on the current conversation and experiences rather than worrying about your date. And I just want to end with saying that, we all, in order to find love, we have to go on a date, and we always have a first date. We always have a first date. I also just want to encourage you with these 5 components to just be yourself. Do things that make you feel good and relaxed. Don't ever feel any pressure. And also, too, it doesn't have to be that big of a deal. It can be something light and airy, and it doesn't have to be a really long date or anything like that. You do what makes you feel comfortable. Myself personally, I'm a dinner person. If I'm going to get to know you and we've already been texting, my time is very limited and I actually do feel like I want to go on a date with you. Um, Doing a dinner is what I prefer to do because I like just to sit there. It's the end of my day. I've tried to do lunch dates, but my life is so crazy. All I can think about is I need to get to my next appointment or pick up my kid or I got to get my workout. Like my brain is not there. So I say sit down, glass of wine, quiet, food's coming, like, and then just really engage. So you have to know what works best for you, your personality, and the man that you're trying to attract. All right, love you all so much. If y'all have any questions or concerns, get in touch with me. And if you found value, go ahead and share.